Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Anima Gate of Memories, and I did some leveling. Unfortunately, level 20 is max. So we're not getting any more. On the fortunate side, I have unlocked all the stat bonuses. On the downside, I have not maxed out every... It's impossible to max out every skill. Oh well. I might not be doing the most um, efficient use of time there, but oh well. Also, we're still not going to go directly to face the monster yet. We're going to go look around for another side quest that I realized that I was missing. The Angelus shards. We have one right now. So we are going to go try to find the other ones. It's supposed to be Invisible Wall Cathedral. Aha!
You found this place. Not bad, I must say.
Strange mask.
I will give you something. Something that you will need, World Walkers. Next time, I will be waiting in the light, under a red tree.
Come and find me. I'm sorry, I missed that. There's a new report unlocked. Okay, did not expect that to be that easy. Memories, reports. Great War in the Shadows. Conflict against the entity known as Baal has been the greatest secret war. After all, it's the one which had the largest number of supernatural forces and entities participate in all of Gaia's history. Its scale was such that some occult circles they call it the true war in the shadow, considering the others are a pale reflection of this event. The war took part during the 5th century, but the conflict was foreshadowed one decade before by Harel Grimoire, the high saint who created the prophecy of the messengers at the end. Either way, it is difficult to determine the exact moment in which Baal started to act. For decades, several events escalated around the world, even if no one, not even the biggest powers and organizations in the world, realized that there were links between them, a pattern which repeated itself and was auguring darker times. Negligibly, a subtle wave of fatality began to cover the world, while in the shadows a dark voice whispered unspeakable words. We don't need the tutorials. Interesting. Wonder what the third one is. Oh, right. Enigmatic figure, hooded man who assures that is not part of the arcane or what's happening here. He claims to be a mere intermediary between some kind of superior plane of existence and the world, but he is unable to interfere in what is currently happening in the tower. According to him, he can do or obtain anything if he is previously provided as payment with something of exactly the same value. Excuse me. So next we want to go to the Great Plains. And he gave us this thing in the light near flowers. I have a walkthrough over here, so I don't really need to guess. I'm going to try not to look at it now that I know how he gives his hints. Okay. Where's the red tree? We're going to look for a red tree based off what he said. And try not to get... I know there's not one that way because I've been that way. Oh dear. Whee! That's nothing over here. Oh. Okay. This is a little bit hidden.
You found me a second time.
I guess you have to do it in order.
Here is another part of the reward, World Walkers. Next time, I will be waiting in a white plain, where the ground and sky become one. Come and find me.
Oh dear. New report unlocked. A white plane where the ground and sky become one. Guess where that is? I mean, we've been on a place with the white plane before, and I have the list over here to the left of me. It's winter. We're going to go to winter. We don't want to go there. We don't want to go to the heart of the mountain. We want the arcane portal chamber. Give me back my perspective. Okay. So winter is right across the road from us. What's this third thing? It's probably the fifth wing that we haven't. Not the fifth wing. We've done the fifth wing. Hello.
Become just a memory.
Okay, breaker it is. Or, you know, this. Hey, recognize that? That's one of the powers that his true form that we... Wait, no. That's one of the things his true forms hits us with. Yeah, that guy really does just have Urgo's powers. Okay. We want the snowy plain. Oh, I left Facebook on. Nope, other way. Huh. Okay. Where's the last of you? Oh, you can move. Facing matters, apparently. Not that I get any more experience.
Gabriel, give me life.
Okay. I think it's over here somewhere. That's the path where we found the memory. Gotta look for a place where... Oh, this is the... Let's see. Somewhere where the camera switches to a top-down view, according to this thing. Ooh, hello. That's the core. I'm wondering, it is really hard to see in here. If he's in that area where we just fought the, this place. Yep. Okay, well, we could try over here. We haven't been over here yet. Ah, here we go. I should remember
You
this.
found me again. Take this. It's a new part. You have almost finished your journey. When next we meet, I will be in a cave near the place where we met for the first time.
Okay, in a cave. We met for the first time in the prison. A cave near the prison? Ugh, I didn't want to go back to the prison. Prison is a terrible place. With spike traps I had hoped to avoid for the rest of the game. Shouldn't need you anymore. I mentioned this game to Halloween recently. We'll see if he ends up playing it. That'll be interesting. Because he kind of likes games where the characters are, shall we say, bouncy. I tend to think it's ridiculous, but that's just me. I mean, I can see the amusement. Sometimes I've made that joke before, but sometimes it just gets a little bit much. Okay, hello.
Become just a memory.
Actually, I want to try something here. Oh, it only hits one target. Interesting. Is it up here? I'm seeing no up here. I'm not sure this is... I'm going to go ahead and try the prison, but I'm not sure the prison's the right place to go either. He's saying a cave. Brr. I have overstepped my bounds. Sort of. Okay, over here, a cave. I'm actually... think there's something cave-like down here. Okay. Is there a safe spot here? I'm going to say no. Oop. Can't see where the hits don't happen. I know there's a safe spot somewhere in the middle. Whew. Okay. That's right, that's how you do this. That was almost a mistake. Oh, good. Oh, I paused too long.
Gabriel, give me life.
Okay. You have to take this one slow is what I remember. If you try to speed through it, you end up killing yourself. Oh, good. There we go. Is this a cave? Yes, it is.
So it is done. The circle is closed.
Vaguely remembered this place.
Here is the last fragment. Once you have it, if you are able to understand its meaning, we will meet again. I hope to see you soon, World Walkers.
Okay. Okay, let's see what we have. Angelus Shard. Memories. Reports. Following. Okay, following the instructions left by her sister Harael, the Saint Elianai Grimoire, fiancée of the future Emperor Elijah Giovanni, investigated those events working together with the Order of Nathaniel and other secret organizations. Thus, she was able, the first to realize what was going on. Something evil beyond all imagination was manifesting in the world. It was one thing to have such knowledge, but it was another thing altogether to do something about it. The actions of that nameless enemy were infuriatingly subtle, and its goals were completely unknown, so fighting it was just impossible. Although many organizations, infuriatingly subtle, so the exact opposite of Ergo Mundus. Although many organizations investigate Grimoire's suspicions, they didn't take them seriously enough, which only served to create an atmosphere of unease among those who dwelled in the supernatural underworld. At that time, without understanding what they were facing, some occultists theorized that it was a forgotten god from ancient times which was preparing to come back. Ironically, a large number of infernal entities, including the most important demonic nobility, became very active thinking along the same lines, and if they acted in the name of that unknown force, they could claim a place by its side once it revealed itself. That drove everything into even greater chaos, making it impossible to tell apart the actions of those demons from those of the real enemy. Meanwhile, oblivious to everyone, the nameless thing had already spread its wings beyond everyone's comprehension. Its presence contaminated many places of power, all while corrupting those who would become its future agents. Finally, when it was too late to stop it, the enemy finally proved its existence to the world. Its first direct action was the 13th of November on the year 479, when it consumed near completely the infernal domain of Astaroth, the greatest demon king of all time, and used all the infernal power accumulated in that grim realm to give birth to its own personal army. The enemy also activated all its dormant agents simultaneously, many of which were occupying prominent positions in some of the most important organizations. Deceived and confused, their members clashed openly with each other, completely ignoring the true menace that was looming over the world. The event reached such magnitude that even the future Emperor Elijah Giovanni decided to take a part of it. He and Elianai went along with a select group of agents to Astaroth's hellish dimension, where they could see a shadow of their true enemy, and that was the place wherein Elianai gave him a name, Baal, which in the old language means the master. Oh, is this the Arbiter? The entity wasn't material at all. It was like a living gate to hell. It represented something infinitely more terrible than the dimensions where the greater demons dwelled. It was a gathering of the residual energies of existence, born from the darkest part of every soul and nurtured by dead gods. A true hell like no being could ever dream, and it was the conscience of mankind which gave it its own will. The first encounter between Baal and Elijah ended with the destruction of Astaroth's dimension, which fell apart as the result of the energies that the ultimate messenger had drained from it. But neither Elianai nor the future emperor could do anything to damage Baal, which escaped from the reality to continue with its plans. That was just a dark omen of the confrontation that was about to begin. However, no one could imagine yet the true objective of Baal. Its mobs attacked sacred and wicked places equally, destroying holy and unholy beings without apparent connection. And no matter how much they tried to stop the ultimate messenger, none seemed to be able to damage it. For every creature bonded to Baal who fell, 100 of even more powerful ones rose from its entrails. The conflict reached his peak in the sacred city of Kimi, where fate reunited a great number of powerful entities along with Elijah, Elianai, and the best High Inquisitors against an unlimited host of demons. The clash ended with total destruction of the city, but even in such failure, there was some victory. Elianai, who shared a connection with the entity, could sense its intentions the moment it extended its shadow over the ruins of Kimi. Baal sought to craft itself a physical form so it would manifest in the world, something that would allow it to fuse with its existence and turn everything into a real hell. For that, Baal had to prepare the world by liberating enough demonic energy and consuming the sacred places which were anathema to its very nature. Ironically, the destruction of its own agents only empowered Baal even further, thus with each victory or defeat, Baal was closer to being material. And thanks to the energy generated by the destruction of Kimi, the living hell was finally prepared. The 27th of September, the year 481, Baal created a vortex in the Four Seasons Shrine, where it began to accumulate all the darkest memories of mankind. With barely enough time to stop it, Elijah desperately gathered an uneven group formed by the greatest heroes and the darkest monsters and traveled to the entrails of reality. At a great cost, and after being forced to destroy his now corrupted former mentor, Druaga, the future emperor managed to arrive at the entity's core, the heart of evil itself. However, not even Elijah, the heir to the line... Oh, Druaga was just one of its corrupted things. The heir to the line of unnatural Giovanni dynasty could hope to win that fight without paying the greatest price. Elianai, who was always at his side, foreshadowed that the man she loved was destined to die here. Desperate in the very moment when the future emperor was about to destroy Baal's immature form using the divine sword Angelus, which I think we've just unlocked, the saint protected him with her body and from the entity, allowing him to deal the final blow to the heart of hell. Although the essence of Baal managed to survive, the existential damage suffered at Elijah's hands, added to the supernatural seals imposed over it by Elianai's blood, mixed with the representative of those who dwelt in the dark, made impossible for it to ever fully recover itself. That's how the greatest secret war came to an end, even if the price of the victory was greater than Elijah had ever wished. Oh, okay. Whew. Wait. Oh, shoot. Now we have to walk our way back. Okay. Concentrating. Okay. So that's that little side quest done. And oops. You kind of run through that one when you're on your way back. We're going to go across. Boy, you guys are just stuck there, aren't you?
Become just a memory.
There we go. At least it didn't have us go back to the sewers. That would have been annoying. Okay, so what I've been able to find so far is that there's still some stuff we'll be able to do before we have to save everything. We're going to save everything now just to be sure, and I'm going to end this video because it is time for me to get ready for work and such. I'm going to go ahead and write over everything. So the Vela seals, I found out what those apparently do. When you get a Vela seal, it increases the number of things in his shop. It makes his shop better. And there is a third one you get when you do a New Game Plus. So, I never really do New Game Pluses. I mean, that's one of the reasons, I mean, kind of interested in seeing it on Titan Quest or Grim Dawn. But in general, I don't do New Game Plus. It doesn't really interest me. I've already seen the story. But I guess in like some cases, you can't get the full story unless you New Game Plus. But anyway, that's that. Talk to you later. Where I think next we're going to probably talk to Romeo. See you then.